And welcome back to a new video. Today we're working on a Scion Tc. This is a 2011 Scion Tc, and the problem is that it overheated because the belt tensioner, I don't know if you can see it down there, that part right there seized up and stopped doing the work that it's supposed to be doing, which is keeping the belt under tension. We're gonna go ahead and replace it with a new one that I got from AutoZone. A whole kit with the belt and the belt tensioner. We're gonna go ahead and replace that. Paid about $118 for this. What you're gonna need is a 12mm wrench. Goes on that bolt right there in the center. Right there in the center. That's the only thing holding that. Just one bolt with a 12mm head. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that, guys. I'm gonna show you how it looks and how the new one looks and how easy it goes on. And then after that, we'll put the belt on. All right, the bolt is nice and loose, and it hits the wall right there and doesn't come out. So what I'm thinking is I gotta pry the tensioner out so that it has enough room to come out with the bolt. I'm gonna try that. And there it is, it's coming out, guys. I pried it with a screwdriver. Look at that thing. Yeah, that's definitely the root cause of the belt coming off. Bearing seized and then melted the belt and the pulley. That was it for that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the new one right next to it so we can show you how it looks. All right. Here's the new one, guys. It looks identical except for in better condition. So we're gonna go ahead and swap the bolt. Gonna reuse the bolt. And here's the belt. Here's the part number for the kit. And if you don't know how the belt goes, which I don't, inside the box it comes with a belt routing diagram. Shows you how the belt goes wrapped around the alternator, and it goes around, yeah, there's the alternator right there looking at me. And then underneath the alternator we got the water pump, right, which is, that's what it shows you right there, water pump. Then underneath the water pump is the AC compressor, and then on the other side it has the engine and the tensioner. So that's easy. I'll take this out of the box so I can show you better. All right, there's the belt routing diagram so you can see it better in case you want to take a screenshot of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the new one in, guys. So see the pin right here? That pin has a spot where it goes. You have to make sure that you line it in. If you can look down there, you can see where the bolt goes and the pin's right, the pinhole is right on top of it. And it has two holes, but only one is going to be the one for the pin. So it's probably going to sit nice and straight like that, like the way the other one was. So it's probably going to be the one. I can't insert the camera, and my fingers is going to be the one right there, top one. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and figure that out. I think it's the top one, but I'm not 100% sure. But probably one is round and probably the other one is not as round. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in and I'll show you. All right, guys, just like that, it's in. That's the position of it. So the hole right on top of the hole for the bolt, that's the one we're gonna line it up with. It's easy, guys. All you need is a 12mm wrench. You don't even need a socket or a ratchet or none of that. I don't even think it fits. 12mm, and then you're gonna need a 14mm for this part. So you can, once you put the belt on and you want to release the tensioner, you're gonna bring it down. You're gonna grab it from there with a 14, and you'll be able to take the tension off the tensioner, put the belt on, and then release. That's the plan. 14mm and that 12. That's all you're gonna need. So I'm gonna go ahead and install the belt. Well, I gotta say, the belt is the most difficult part to do in this car. I don't know if this is the right belt, but it's going on. It is super tight. I ended up taking the wheel off and coming from underneath here just to make sure that I got the belt in place where it needs to go and it stays. And working from the top, I got it on all the pulleys, and I'm working on the alternator one. So I'm gonna go ahead and again work on the tensioner, pushing it, and then placing it on the pulley on the alternator, which is that one. It is super tight, guys. I wish I could tell you that it was an easier way to do it, but I guess you just gotta work on it. If you have a hook like this, use it. So I go ahead and pull on the tensioner, and then I got this to be able to get it on the pulley. If you know of an easier way and you're watching these videos, let us know. But that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this. I'm gonna go ahead and put a second wrench on here, get myself more leverage, like so. And that's gonna help me pull on it easier while I use the hook and continue to work it on the pulley. All right, guys, the belt is in. I ended up going from underneath with a ratchet and a socket of 22 millimeters. Once I had it on the pulley there, like you guys saw, I started turning the engine from down here, and the belt started working itself right in. I think it's too tight for, usually you don't have to struggle like that to put a belt on. So I don't know if the kit just comes with the wrong belt or what. I got it on there and the engine turns no problem, but I never struggle so much with a belt. But anyway, guys, that's it to replacing a tensioner and a belt on a 2011 Scion Tc. I can't run this engine just yet because when it overheated, it popped this nipple right here from the head. I have to figure out how to insert that back in and maybe seal it somehow. That's not supposed to happen. Hopefully this engine is still good, but I think it got too hot. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this and see how I work on that. All right, guys, I got the nipple out of the hose. And suppose it was right there. I took it out of the hose and I cleaned the hole on the head where it's gonna go. But I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge, in the freezer, for a few hours or overnight till I come back. I'm not gonna finish this now, it's getting dark. So I'm gonna shrink it, and I'm also gonna buy, it doesn't seem like it had any sealant, but I wanna put sealant on it. I don't know, what do you guys think? I've never seen this before. Usually this is either bolted like a housing for the thermostat, bolted with an O-ring or something, like a gasket, not like this, like pressed. It's a press fit. So I don't know how that thing seals, just by surface with surface, no O-ring, no nothing. You know, you would think that it had an O-ring maybe inside, but it has a mark where probably where this thing sits as far as it can go. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. If you know or have seen this before and you have any tips for me, please let me know. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching on how to install a tensioner on a Scion Tc, a 2011 Scion Tc. It's easy. The worst part was the belt, but I think that belt's a little too short, but it worked. Never struggled with a belt so much in my life. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video, like I said before. And if this video brings any value to you, please like, subscribe. It's free. I got a whole bunch of videos you can watch and learn from. And if you know how this thing goes and seen this before, please let me know. Thank you again.